Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Good. My eye thing is a little bit better, but still a little bit. You can see that there's a little funky. Got to get a little allergy outbreak before the hurricane that's going to hit. Apparently,
What hurricane?
we got a hurricane coming towards California
Are you kidding me?
Sunday. Yeah,
Oh my God.
no joke.
Do you guys get hurricanes?
No, never,
No, right?
never. I mean, I've dealt with them in other places, like on the boat and stuff. But we're trying to
I
figure
know
out.
that, but I hope it's not that bad. I don't think LA is equipped for that, right? I mean,
Well, it's going to the boat's going to San Francisco for it, specifically to try to.
no. I mean, I don't know if LA in
Oh,
general.
LA separately. Yeah, I don't think it is. It's really weird. It rains here a little bit, and then all the power goes out. So I've only got about 20 minutes today, but I'm happy to go through everything with you if you want. That's
sure.
cool. Yeah. So what do you find yourself doing? Because I'm playing one lineup, and I'm playing Baltimore, as I talked about earlier.
Oh, all right.
I don't like what they did because they're using an opener now, but I still the Azar. But I still just like the spot enough, and it's going to be completely unowned, and I'm willing just to take one gamble on my one lineup. That's what I want to do. And the Phillies are my second favorite. How about you?
Yeah, so I like the White Sox still, and I like the Phillies. Those are my two favorites. And then aside from that, I'm pretty, I'm screwing around. I got some Pittsburgh, some St. Louis. I mean, just pretty much everything. I only have a little bit of Baltimore, but Philly, I guess we're kind of on the same page as far as Philly goes. And I didn't really do anything that extravagant at the top of the pitching food chain on DraftKings, like I did Lopez, Strider, Gibson, and then Haney. I have a little bit of Tyler Anderson actually, which I didn't think I was going to do. But what I'm going to do, this is all MME stuff. What I'm going to do I'm playing 5 of the Immaculate Inning things today, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand build those with the following teams. I want to play one with Philly. I'm going to do one with Boston. I'm going to do one with San Diego. I'm going to do one with Tampa. So I'm going to play 4 kind of low-owned whatevers, and then I'll have Saberson build the 5th one for me. But
you can shuffle through those lineups again and make something out of the 5th one. That's what I would like to do.
Oh, you think so?
Well, in general, I always think if I'm going to play 5 lineups, I should have like 3 stacks. You know what I mean?
Okay,
that doesn't mean I'm right. Just means that that's what I do. Like,
right.
But if I'm gonna have 4, then 4 for 6 makes sense. But also, you can use those pieces that you're not using in other lineups. You know what I mean? I like doing that kind of stuff.
And I am playing FanDuel. I'll just tell you what I have got going on over there, and then I guess take some questions or whatever.
Yeah.
I have as far as stacks go over there, Philly at the top. And then I'm getting them more like San Diego again. Mets more on FanDuel, some White Sox as well. And pitching over there, nothing really fancy except I do have Gonsolin over there for some reason. At like 20% or something, just as much as Gibson. But Strider is the highest owned over there.
Yeah, I use Gibson and Heaney in my one lineup, and I actually like the perfect lineup build led me to the one piece of chalk I did not want to play would be Seth Lugo, and literally it's the perfect exact lineup I wanted, but I'd have to use Lugo and Heaney, and I didn't quite want to do that.
Can Gonsolin pitch 6 innings? He can pitch 6 innings, right?
I think that he would be a candidate to be unlike he can, but they just don't. And people get so mad about it and everything, but like it's just a smart way to run a team. He's pitched 6 innings his last 2 starts. It depends on his control. When he's under control, he literally he can mow through innings really quickly. So yeah, he could.
Yeah, that's what I currently have in my big buy-in on FanDuel actually.
Yeah. I was trying to think how many lineups. I think if I played 5 lineups in the DraftKings one, I would have gotten to Alcantara.
Ooh.
But I just don't. I don't think it's like it's the Dodgers. It's no fun. You know what I mean? But we've been so far ahead on this guy, and like he's truly one of the best 5 pitchers in baseball. And I love that we were playing him at nobody was playing him at 6K sheets like early in the year because he was struggling. That's true. It just looks like he's back, and when he's dialed in, he is I mean, he's really, really difficult to hit. And he usually, until this year, like didn't walk anybody. So
what's he on FanDuel? Oh, he's 10K over there.
Yeah. It would be nice if they discounted him for the Dodger, like if there was a Dodger discount, or they used to do that more with DraftKings, and I'm kind of bummed that they don't. They like you discount playing for the Dodgers, you know, the pitchers would be 2K cheaper, you know, but they don't do it anymore.
You know what? I'm in. I'm gonna try it.
I like it. All right.
I'm gonna try one of the immaculate innings with the who'd you say, with Alcantara. So it's gonna look something like here. May as well.
Oh wow, Scott's got Alcantara in his main lineup. Let's go, Scott! And you know that can't be a bad idea.
Definitely doing it then. I mean, like, you kidding?
We have to do it. Yeah, if Scott's doing it, we got to do it.
Who else do you play though? You play him, and I guess you play Heaney, right? I mean, those are.
Yeah. Well, I like Heaney, but I actually think you could get builds easily with he and Strider if you wanted to.
All right. So what is? If I were going to play, this is probably pretty good. So if I played Philly, I probably want to get Harper.
He's not playing.
Harper's playing.
Is he? I tried to find. Oh, he is playing. Oh my God! What the hell? That's so weird. Huh?
Well, I hope he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Otherwise, everybody's gonna. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot of people are gonna be very upset.
If you go to he's not. Oh, that's why he's playing. You know what my problem is, Sheets? Why I keep losing him? Because he's only first base eligible. I can't get used to it. He's never played first base his entire career, and then this year he's only first base eligible. So I keep looking for him in the outfield. Scott, I do like Pablo Lopez a lot tonight. He would be the non-Strider guy who I would have the most of if I was playing more lineups. The most of at the top of expensive. Are you playing much Lopez, Sheets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's good at catcher today?
Rushman.
Randall.
I don't want to do this Austin Hayes thing. I don't think. Maybe.
Gavin Sheets. That's a good play. All right, so we could play a White Sox with Philly without Ara and Heaney, and we can do that.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
That's low owned enough.
Yeah.
I think. All right, that's one of them. Now, who did I threaten to use? Okay, so the Red Sox. All right. So with the Red Sox, let me see who looks good over there. Casas, Devers, Turner, Yoshida. Let's put those guys in. Casas. What is Turner eligible for? Third base. Yoshida and Devers. Oh, you can't play Turner and Devers together. That's annoying.
Wait, say that one more time.
You can't play Justin Turner and Devers together.
Justin Turner. Yeah, you can't.
That's a little bit
on DraftKings. Yeah, you can't.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah,
but you could always play Verdugo, and Duran is good enough. So if I did that, so screw Devers, we'll play Turner instead. Or should we screw? Who would you prefer, Turner or Devers?
It's always Devers for me.
It's always Devers, right?
Yeah. If you had to take a wild guess, and without looking at anybody, can anybody guess without looking what Kyle Schwarber is hitting this year?
I mean, or
no, just take a guess.
Well, I don't know.
I'll tell you, he's hit 30 home runs. Okay.
Oh my God.
But do you know what he's hitting?
Like 150 or something.
180.
That's great.
Muncy's hitting 198. And he's got 26 home runs or 28 home runs. These guys, they just walk and hit home runs. That's all they do. Who do
you think is catching for Tampa? No idea, right? No idea.
I don't know.
Tampa's lineup, who knows? So who'd you say was good at catcher today?
Well, I like Rutschman, but that's because I'm playing Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't. Well, that'd be pretty cool if I did that. Well, Rutschman's 4,800.
He's expensive, but I mean, I think he would be like if you had to pick an option tonight. I think that I think it would be Rushman would be the top option. I think he and Contreras, but you're probably playing some Heaney lineups though.
I mean, as long as Cal Raleigh's not playing, then then
yeah, anybody else.
Then I'll listen. It's like
right.
Who else is good at catcher today? Cal Raleigh is playing today. He's against France.
Yeah, he is playing. Sorry, I didn't even realize that he was.
Who else looks good today catching? I guess Grandal.
I have Rushman number 1. Logan O'Hope is cheap. He's 2,900. He's batting 5th. I think Soderstrom, if you're not playing Gibson, is a good option. Those would be my favorites. Guys, fire any questions or thoughts. I'm going to be here for about a few more minutes and going to head out to the pool and get some pre-hurricane time in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did the Red Sox one basically built itself. Now let me see. Now again, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm just going to get a little weird. I'm going to play. I'm going to play one Tampa and one San Diego. I think. Let's see what looks better. San Diego against the fat guy. It's pretty expensive. These guys, though.
San Diego.
Yeah. That's probably why they're low owned, right? So if I played, for example, Tatis, Soto, Grisham, Kim, and Machado, could do it.
Yeah.
And we're right back to the same build as before. We're back to Gibson and Heaney. And you can do this. This is legal.
You're allowed to.
That is not against the rules. Oh, you like Sodstrom? No, but I can't play Sodstrom. That's right.
I like Soderstrom unless we're playing Gibson.
Right. We'll go back to Old Faithful. We'll go back to Sheets Grandal.
So I'm going to answer Scott's question real quick about what does he think? What do you think about Minnesota as a secondary stack? I actually have Julien in my main lineup. I made a switch. But I don't like the Twins as a stack. My reasoning is very, very, very basic. There's just so many teams. I don't like their actual lineup that they have. And the wind was blowing in a little bit more. It looks like it's more of a crosswind now, but it was blowing 15 miles an hour and it was blowing in, and that's why I really had no interest. But it's a little bit more crosswindy now. So I think that the Twins are totally fine to use as a complementary just because they're cheap. But I wouldn't try to play them as a main stack. That's probably what I would do. I'd play them as a mini stack, not a main stack. So I guess it is good, according to me. Do you have any Twins sheets?
No, not much, if anything, really.
Yeah.
San Diego. I would play Tampa. I just don't know who's playing.
I know, and they release their lineups kind of late sometimes.
Well, let's just say we obviously play Paredes. We start with that. And I have Harold Ramirez in, but who knows?
Hard to know. Yeah.
Rosarena will play. And like Jose Siri, I mean,
Jose Siri.
He's day to day. He might not play.
Yeah.
Oh, his left pinky finger is not a serious concern, they're saying.
They should mostly be in similar price ranges, though. All the guys they have, who may not play, I think. So you can probably make easy swaps for them.
And I want to play Brandon Lau against
He probably won't play. He doesn't.
Oh, this guy's probably going to get in maybe a 2,400. You think the Basabi comes in maybe?
Yeah, the shortstop probably does. Pinto probably catches at minimum cost. Bethancourt probably also catches at minimum or 2,900.
So I might actually be able to do something.
Curtis Mead is in the projected lineup. It's a weird lineup.
Who else is cheap at catcher? Cheap at catcher.
I said the Soderstrom, and I think but I think either of the Tampa catchers are good options, especially Bethancourt. And I assume he'll play because it's a righty, it's lefty.
Play him. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up having to change whoever I have going with for Tampa right now. Strider Alcantara, that's a hell of a pairing.
Yeah.
With these
Tampa
Tampa
Alcantara.
Who's first base? Play Vaughn. Obviously, can play Vaughn. Strider France. Do that.
All right, I might get running because it looks like the questions are drying up. But Sheets, I hope you have a great weekend. And next week we got Vegas.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
pumped.
we do. Yes,
all right.
we do.
Well, good luck to everybody out there, and go get them. I'm going to leave my thing running, Sheets, if that's all right. I'll just turn it off after.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, man.
Maybe I'll get this. Maybe I'll one lineup with Lugo in it, just to.
Good luck, guys.
And then I can play. I mean, I can play Moustakas at 3,200. That's a cool little one-off. Most of the Angels can I play? Angels first base, can't play Otani, obviously. Can't play him. So I am going to have to check and see which Tampa guys are in the lineups. So what I am going to do, I want to share my screen and build a. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to build my FanDuel big buy-in. Okay, that's what I could do for you guys. And then I have to kind of have to scoot a little bit myself. But let me chat. I have the Nationals in a win bet. If that means anything, probably not. I like a couple of the one-offs there. I think Ruiz is probably pretty good at catcher. All right, so let's oh, this is what I have already. I mean, let me try to do it again, and I'll do it again, but you know what I'll do? I'll tell you what. I'll build the Roto Grinder single entry one. How about that? All right, let's get to that one. Wait, where is that? This is the monster. I don't want the monster. I want the Roto Grinders one. And this is exactly how I build, so hopefully you guys will learn something from this. We'll see what happens. I'll pull my sheets up and we'll just kind of run it. 62, 62, 62. Oh, is this the one? $50? Okay. So let's edit this whole thing. Information, click here. We're going to clear it all, and we're going to pull my sheets up, and then we're just going to do this. So first of all, when I'm looking at this, you do see a pretty decent sized gap between Strider and the other guys, but there's all kinds of ownership discounts to be had here. I mean, Seth Lugo, for example, is 6% owned. Then you have the Tyler Anderson. It looks like he's 1% owned. And then you have Heaney, who's 7% owned, but he has actually some strikeout upside. I think any of these guys look pretty good. That's why I guess I had Gonsolin in one of them. I don't think it's really worth it to play Lopez in this construct. So let's have some fun. Let's just take the guy who's lowest owned, and that's Tyler Anderson, and we'll play him. What's cool about this is because he's the lowest owned, we don't have to worry about ownership, I think, for the rest of the day. Let's just make sure that he can actually make it through like 6 innings, like every once in a while. 6, 6, 6. Yeah, every once in a while. Maybe this is just really dumb. Now, you know what? We'll trust the projections. We'll go with him. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll pull up the stack sheet and see what we have here. FanDuel stacks, we have You search for raw, you have, White Sox, Colorado, Atlanta. And then all these guys are kind of low owned. And once again, the San Diego thing makes a lot of sense, as does Boston. But because we don't have to worry about ownership, let's just go play the play. And that's actually Chicago I have them as lower owned than Colorado. But you know who's lower owned than all of them is Atlanta. So let's do one with Atlanta. We can certainly afford it, right? So let's just jam in these Atlanta guys and see who we would want to play. So again, thing on FanDuel is it's usually the same guys rated for value as for raw points, but let's just confirm that. Yeah, so Acuna, Olsen, Harris. There's one difference. So Acuna, Olsen, Harris, and either Olsen or Riley. No, it's Acuna, Olsen, Harris, and Riley. Acuna, Olsen, Harris, and Riley. So let's put those guys in. Acuna, Olsen, Riley, Harris. Okay, so now $2,900 a man, which we could just take, who do we want? I mean, we probably can get in whoever we want from some of these cheapos, right? Whether it be probably not San Diego, but either Chicago or maybe even Boston or Tampa. Let's see who's just straight value here. Bobby likes them, if that helps. So Cardinals, Boston, or Chicago. Let's see which one fits the best. Probably going to be Chicago. Let's take a look. White Sox. So second base, it looks like we want Andrews. Shortstop, we also want Andrews. So who else can we play at second base from that team? We could play Sosa. We don't even need to do that, though. So actually, the White Sox, we don't really want to play. We can't play a second baseman and a shortstop. So let's just not do it. Let's just not play the White Sox. It's gonna be really, really greedy. Let's go to see what I don't know. What is St. Louis looks just as good as these others. As does Boston. I think Boston's going to be too expensive. Let's take a look. Well, Boston, you could play Reyes at 2,200 if you wanted. And then you could play Trevor Story. And then the outfield and utility, you could play Costas. Okay, so we can play some of these guys. Let's see who we can play here. So second base, let's see if we can play Story. Let's see the outfield. You could not quite play Duran. You could play Verdugo, 2,800. We played him over there. You could play Reyes, and then anyone you want as your last guy. So you could play Turner, Yoshida. So who do these guys like the most? Turner or Yoshida, either one. Boy, oh boy, I don't know which one to do. I guess when in doubt, we'll just play the guy with the platoon edge, and that would be Yoshida. So let's do that one. So we have Yoshida, Verdugo. That's a 1.496. Right, not ideal, but whatever. With the Atlantas, the top guys over there, playing Tyler Anderson. Let's just make sure that we don't want to replace him with somebody else. 7,600. Just to make sure. Yeah, I don't want to play Johnny Brito, and I want to play Kopech. I don't want to play the Fat. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put that boy in. Okay, so we have MMA this weekend. We have NASCAR this weekend. We have everything going on. I am out starting Sunday. Be back Monday night, but for all intents and purposes, and I'll try to put something up Monday. We'll see. I probably will. And I guess that's pretty much it. Good luck, everybody, and